the second leg of this, journey of the sun, it now takes us to Limpopo, which is known as the Tropic of Capricorn. There's a monument there called the Tropic of Capricorn. This monument, it's supposed to mark it's a northern marker. So when we go to Limpopo, we are then going to drink from the pure hydrogen that is being pumped on earth. What happens on the 23rd of December? It is a day when the sun is closest to earth, and the sun pumps enough hydrogen for earth to sustain itself until the 23rd again on the following year. So we normally visit before the Western holiday called Christmas, which doesn't really resonate with the Southern Hemisphere. We're not supposed to partake in that event. So as conscious people, we've now come to understanding that this festivity of Christmas has no resonance with the Southern Hemisphere, which is why we are trying to promote the celebration of the Summer Solstice in Limpopo, in a place called the Tropic of Capricorn Monument. This is where we gather. We leave on the 22nd of December to be there for the night vigil that will start at 6 o'clock p.m. 6 p.m. we start until 6 a.m. It's a night, the whole night, event. So we are encouraging people, to actually come. Why? Because it is important, it is significant, and it symbolizes, the coming or the birth of life itself. And it is represented by what we call Izibu, the lotus flower. Yingako we call it Izibu Ceremony, because Izibu represents, the coming out of light, from darkness. Remember that the lotus flower grows in a muddy, place. But when it emerges from that mud, it's not tainted, by the mud itself. It retains its purity. And that is significance of the action of the sun. So now, on the 23rd of December, it's when the sun is closest to earth, and the sun gives us, the hydrogen or enough energy to sustain itself until the 23rd again. So we love, we would love to have all Africans from all over the world, because these are four, points or four cardinal points that we need to visit as a collective of Africans, because this is where we are going to break the chains of colonization, break the chains of mental slavery, when we continue and follow the sun and keep on depositing, because these four cardinal points are energy vortexes, and spaces where we are able to communicate with the sun and the moon, as well as our stellar ancestors. So please, make time for us to go and celebrate here, because that is the month of royalty, African royalty. Inyanga yamakhosi. This is where sijabulela ubukhosi bethu. This is when ubukhosi is fortified. Even isigodlo itself, nenkosi is fortified during this time, because it's a very, very, very powerful time on the southern hemisphere. When the sun reaches this point, its highest point on the northern, side in Limpopo, where it is, a place called the Capricorn, the line of Capricorn, monument. This is where we'll be on the from the 22nd to the 23rd. So please must look up, I'm sure we'll have posters that explains, how we get there, how much it is, all the details will be posted in a, a couple of days. So please, 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 we are inviting all Africans from all over the world. Let us come and revive these ancient ceremonies that, stopped being, practiced a long time ago. And this is a process of liberating not only ourselves, but we are liberating our ancestors, because our ancestors are spirit and energy can never die. So it means they are conscious of what we are doing. These are deliberate and conscious actions that we are taking as the Great Empire of Kemet to liberate our ancestors, and ourselves physically from all the bondage of, the colonial, masters. Chokozini.